Facebook man, posting lies about my life which no one else can. Filters on my face to disguise my age, showing money that I don't have, there's words on my page. Why don't you come and join my team? It's called living the fake Facebook live dream. If they post a pic of me deeply, but it's pizza and burgers for dinner, you know what I mean. A snapshot of vacations that I got no money to take. Send you one of my sports cars, you know that it's a fake. Got my walls loaded up with things that aren't even true. Pretending on Facebook is my thing to do. Yeah, 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 yeah.
2,000 friends, which I've never done met. A pic of my lunch is what you're gonna get. A hot post of your baby, say it's one darn cute kid. But I lied cause it's ugly, that's called an online fib. I talk about success in my job and the pending promotion, but in reality it's a psych, cause I got a demotion.
Only the fake Facebook man, posting lies about my life which no one else can. Filters on my face to disguise my age, showing money that I don't have, there's words on my page. Why don't you come and join my team? It's called living the fake Facebook live dream.
You block me on Facebook without a judge, jury, or trial. I'll be creeping you the next day with a shiny new profile. See a pic of my family? Yeah, we're having a good time. Well, the joke's on you. We have not talked in 8 months or 9. I'll tell you about the weather and the stuff you don't need to know. I'll fake a good illness so the sympathy will grow. I'll ask you to donate to my made-up cause and post selfies on the daily, that ain't breaking no laws. So don't judge the life of the fake Facebook man, pretending to be happy like no one else can.
Good evening, Mr. Kinsman.
Hey, how are you? Or should I say bonjour, Jamie?
Hey,
Jamie KLOMP.
enough of this. Okay, I have a question for you. You know my very good friends, Lisa and Patrick, are coming on from La Ronde. And
Why are they just your friends?
Because this is how it works. Hold on. Okay.
We all have ties.
Okay,
yeah.
well, let me get my question out. You know, I don't want you to embarrass me with your lack of French. This is a big moment for KINZ and KLOMP. So have you spruced up on your French since we last spoke, Kinsman?
Well, I'll be honest. I use Google Translate quite a bit. Learning a little bit here and there because my little guy's doing e-schooling. So I am picking up more. Yeah. Still atrocious when it comes to, speaking. Francais tongue, but we're going to get better because I was just joking with Lisa before the show that if we're tied with La Ronde's here in the city, our French will eventually get better because we're diving into the French culture here on KINZ and KLOMP Live, which is quite exciting.
Yes, that's right. And the first question I'm asking about this new building is that pub coming back? Because I love that pub.
That's one French word I can remember. Yeah. Because when it was there, La Mise, I think, is that the pub?
Of course, you know that word.
I've had a few pints in that place when it was there. It was a fun place to go. So I'm kind of wondering if La Mise will be jumping back in there. I'm pretty sure that was the name of the pub.
I don't think the French folks say it like that.
You don't think so?
No. Yeah. No. I can see Patrick in the background. He's gonna fix you up, Ken.
That's right. With the last name Belanger, he's got to know some Francais, right?
Yeah. He also looks like a pretty tough guy, so you better be on your best.
I better be on my best behavior. He knows where I am.
Yeah, that's right. All right, so let's thank our sponsors first, and then we're going to bring on Lisa and Patrick. Can't wait. They're doing some amazing things over at La Ronde. So, but first,
Yeah.
the Surge. Is this me?
This is you.
All right, Kinsman. You told me the order before the show, but I have to admit,
You still forgot because you're trying to prepare yourself for the French.
Yeah,
and you forgot our sponsor.
Well, you know,
the Surge is first.
Yes, I'm the brains behind this operation, so my brain is all over the place. Yes, we love our folks at the Surge, our friends, our family. We've said it many times, but if you're just first watching the show tonight, Mark and I will be there with KINZ and KLOMP Live when the Surge is allowed to open. We're going to be performing entertainment, variety shows. We're going to be doing stream shows there, trivia shows. So if you want to come see any of us, our shows live, in person, our entertainment shows, the Surge is where we're going to be for a year. And who knows, you go in there, Kinsman might even buy you a pint. I don't know how that's going to work.
I'll put it on Jamie's tab. That's what I'll do. You ask me for a beverage, it's going to be on KLOMP's tab all the time. All right.
Yeah, the worst. There you go. Yes, the Surge. All right. How about our friend Martin Peel?
Yes, Martin Peel from Pat's Canine Protection and Detection Services. Thumbs up to Martin. We can't say enough about Martin Peel. He's the man providing all the free advertising space on KINZ and KLOMP Live for not only last month, but all of this month. 2 complete months of free advertising. And he's also a great guy to work for. Don't know if you're looking to become a security guard, but they're hiring security guards. Are you looking for flexible schedules and physical activity? If so, employment in the security industry could be a match made in heaven with Pat's Canine Protection and Detection Services. So if you are looking to, work with Martin and a fine staff, contact Martin Peel at Pat's Canine Protection and Detection Services today.
Do you think we're a match made in heaven?
Well, we're a pretty good match. I'm going to say, it's funny. People say we have good chemistry. Someone asked me the other day, you must have known Jamie all your life. I said, no, we actually met before. We never even talked before episode 1, which was back in November.
Yes, this is very true, Kinsman. Okay. Patrick and Lisa would never get this last name wrong.
No, they would definitely laugh if we said Villeneuve, but we know it's Villeneuve Engineering Services, our good old buddy Eric Villeneuve. You know Eric.
Well, we did until we got his last name wrong and spelled Eric with a K, but now it's with a C when he came on the show and fixed this right up. But engineering services, the guy wanted to break out started his own company in his hometown, expanding all across Canada, mechanical, industrial solutions. The guy's a genius in Legos, Minecrafts, but he also has all the solutions for your businesses. And I love what he's doing. This guy's a true entrepreneur, true businessman and a go-getter. And we love Eric. He's a big part of our show. So if you're looking for engineering services from a local company, reasonable rates, very personable service, Villeneuve Engineering, VilleneuveENG.ca is the website, Kinsman.
There you go. And you can also call him 705-221-3991. He'll text you back. I guarantee if you're looking to get in touch with Eric, he'll text you back tonight if you're looking for his services. Also want to thank Timmins RV, where you can take a virtual tour of your new Timmins RV today. Showcased this week, they've got a brand new 2021 Sprinter travel trailer, also a 2021 Sprinter fifth wheel, and 2 2020 Springdale fifth wheels to showcase, and you can do it in a 360-degree virtual tour. And they also have some great tips. Thumbs up to whoever is in charge of the Timmins RV website, how to keep the bugs away. Nice little tutorial of putting sage branches into your campfire, and how to make the best campfire mac and cheese is also on TimminsRV.com. So check out their trailers and maybe some camping tips.
Look who's here. Look who's here. Our good friend Ray.
I like Ray. Ray is getting back to health, and of course he's a veteran when it comes to Timmins RV, and we love Ray and all his staff down there.
Do you know you're winning the votes as the best salesperson? You know how we had the competition who'd be the best. You're winning again. What do you do to these people of Timmins? I could never win any votes against you, Kinsman.
It's my charm, my personality. I don't know.
I don't know if it's that.
I've got a good track record, right? Over a decade, #1 when I was working my other career path here in the city until they laid me off. Now we're #1 over here. So,
all right, it's not brag about Mark Kinsman night. We have our good friends from La Ronde here. Patrick and Lisa are waiting for us. Of course, we're going to get the update where this pub's going to go, but there's bigger things at play here, Kinsman. Than
a lot bigger in play, and of course, they had the big news of how much money they're going to get added into the new rental plan. So let's bring them in.
All right,
what's happening here.
So let me get them on the screen first. Make sure everyone's looking good. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, Lisa.
Ça va bien?
Ça va. So what do I say? Come see, come ça.
He embarrassed me already.
You should be learning your child's in French school. So
I'm picking it up, but I'm not picking up too much. I should actually be doing his class, right? The kindergarten level. I'd be learning French as he's learning it too, right?
There you go.
Look where we live, Kinsman. Timmins. How are you gonna be involved in the community when you don't know French?
Anyway, I asked to sharpen my pencil, go to the bathroom, and say "L'Armise." Are we saying that right? Was that the pub?
L'Armise.
That was the pub, right?
Yeah, the pub L'Armise.
Yes, I said it right.
You know what happened to me? So I first came to Timmins in 2007, and I went in there one night, and I'm new. I'm from Thunder Bay, and they said, "You're not from here. Where are you from?" I'm like, "Thunder Bay," and they're like, "Do you speak French?" I'm like, "Very little," because in Thunder Bay at that time, it's dominantly English only. Well, they said English only folks have to buy all the French folks around, and they told me that was a rule. It's true. I got hosed for like $250 right off the bat, but I had a good time. You got to respect the rules of the community. That's right.
Oh, it was definitely the place to be, L'Armise. It was.
So, and hello, Patrick. How are you doing?
Pretty good. Yourself?
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. So congratulations to you both. A lot of great things happened with La Ronde. We finally got some exciting updates on the new building, and I see Lisa's a little bit busy right now, but can you tell us, just in general, where's the progress and how are things, where do we stand with the new building?
So obviously with the last year, it's been a little bit crazy, and with the COVID and everything else, Lisa's been extremely busy. We've done a lot of work, obviously with the build price and everything else, and trying to set budgets, and then the budget gets set back, and it's been a full process to get to where we are now. We're still, obviously, with the way the prices have gone up and certain things, we're still not exactly sure at where we need to be right now. We have an idea, but we're not totally sure. Everything's in the works right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no kidding. With the price of lumber, right? $2.5 million for that nice chunk of change. It might change the sheets of drywall going into this place, right? We never knew that the lumber prices would be this astronomically, high, going into a project like this.
We did 2 steps forward, and now we're doing 2 steps back, but we're super positive and we're super happy. This funding is definitely going to help. Tomorrow we're gonna be on our lot, and we're gonna raise our thermometer on our old lot tomorrow at 4:30. It's been a lot of work. We had a lot of people. We had a fundraising committee, our construction committee, our board of directors, the staff. I'm telling you, we've been working so hard to get where we are today. And honestly, we would have been further with our fundraising campaign. But on March 24th of last year, I was ready to launch this awesome event. We were going to launch it at Full Beard, and we had plans to go into businesses and to go, to go ask for donations. And we had a telethon. We had a whole bunch of students lined up. But then COVID hit, and it wasn't appropriate at the time to ask for money. Everybody is suffering. It's been really hard on the economy, and especially, you know, in Timmins, everywhere. This is something that we're not used to, and this is one of a lifetime that we're going to be living through this. So, you know, going through a construction and all the architectural plans and all this and everything. So, you know, we got the tenders, and we're now wondering how much it's going to be more. So we're just looking at what we have now, which we're going to, you know, show later on in a couple months. We will know, because Dale Richards, they've been really awesome. They're kind of re-looking over all the plans, and we're going to try to get into our budget. And it's pretty much, that's all we can say right now, because we don't know. If it was, you know, if it was ideally 6, you know, that we were at our 6.5, you know, we would be able to, you know, build tomorrow, essentially, if it wasn't for COVID, because of all our funding and stuff. So now we're just, the next phase of this building, our fundraiser is crucial to le Centre culturel La Ronde. On est une communauté bilingue à Timmins. Puis à ce moment-ci, on va demander de l'aide à la communauté francophone et anglophone et de tout de Timmins et les environs. I keep on saying that le Centre culturel La Ronde, you know, we have an amazing, we're going to have an amazing space to pour accueillir, to invite. How do you say that?
Yeah.
To accueillir, you know, awesome French bands, and, you know, to put emphasis. Mon Dieu, I always mix up in my French and my English. We just want to emphasize on, you know, the French artists out there. And, you know, music is universal. Anybody can enjoy it. And the way that I want to, you know, have these shows is have an event with it. You know, I had a food and wine pairing. So we had a bunch of local food vendors. We had, you know, Tuffanello's. I think we had Dabrowski's, La Fromagerie de Kapuskasing, and we hired a sommelier to pair it with the wine. And then I had a French band. Well, everybody enjoyed it. And even English-speaking people loved Melissa Ouimet. She is Franco-Ontarian. And, you know, so that's what I want to do. I want to create a cultural scene. I want to share this amazing French culture. There's so many good artists. We have so many good artists also in Timmins. And I just saw Cindy Doyle, one of my really good friends. She's there. And she said hi. L'Armise, yes, it's a great place. You know, we have Claude Lapointe that always comes, and, you know, that would do a catasette. You know, after work on a Friday, come have a drink at the patio sur la terrasse. So we want a patio there, but we're just hoping with this next announcement tomorrow at 4:30, with our new fundraising campaign, that we'll be able to reach that goal.
That's excellent. Can you speak a little bit, Lisa? Obviously, there's the physical void of the building that you feel when you drive down Algonquin, corner of Mountjoy. But just what does it mean to the French community and Timmins and community as a whole to be able to be excited again about the center returning?
Je vais dire en français, and then I'll translate. C'est une place où on peut se rassembler toutes sur un toit. C'est une maison pour les francophones, pour partager leur culture et d'assurer que notre tradition se fait passer de génération à génération. So it's to have a place where the French community could go all together, and that we have a place, we have a home, and that where we can build these traditions, and that we can share these traditions from generation to generation. French is so important. And you know, Mark, your kids are in French school.
Yes.
And, you know, you're Anglophone, you know, and so you see the importance of French, and we want to make French fun, because we know, even my son, my boyfriend, he's English and I'm French, and, you know, he's Fringlish, you know, but I want French to be, you know, cool again, because when we were in school, I would speak English, and it was always the teachers, you know, you got to speak French. It's important. Well, when you get to our age, and now this is my passion, is to be, you know, it's such a beautiful culture, and we just need to celebrate it together. So That's that's, you know, but in different ways, to get every different, comme niveau d'âge, you know, for the little kids, bring in some awesome French, you know, shows for the middle age, you know, pair up some beer and wine, or do a different, you know, yoga classes, or we have cooking classes, or, you know, for kids and for the older generation, le bel âge, you know, we have a committee of bel âge that they get together and they play darts and they play cards. You know, I miss my committee. I miss le bel âge. They were so awesome when they come in, and that is my passion, is to hear their stories. You know, back in the day, they had des soirées de réveillon, you know, la soirée de le jour de l'an. Well, it's so much fun, you know, back those, you know, la cabane à sucre, and bring in those dancing, and French people, they know how to have a good time with French cultural traditional music. So I want to bring that back all in one place. And right now it's difficult because we need to rent the McIntyre Arena or Full Beer Brewing. We've created a lot of partnerships, but so
it's going to be great to have your own place back. And like you said, you know, the French culture, they know how to party. You know, I'm just gonna get a shout out to the NOJHL fans. You know, when Hearst was, you know, the rivalry between Hearst and the Timmins Rock, you know, going to Hearst and seeing a game, it is, you know, there's no other fan out there. Like the Hearst fans are so boisterous. Nothing against our fans, but the Hearst fans, you had a bit of bubbly into their hands, and you know, it's amazing how you know, it's nice to see the French culture when you know, when I was up there, when the Rock were, you know, playing Hearst. It's great to see, and it's, you know, great to continue with the, you know, the French culture here in this city, as you know, the La Ronde, and you know, before it burned up until 2016. You know, it's kind of sad seeing it disappear, but great to know that the shovels will be into the ground, and we're going to have this building back again. And you know, it's going to be right where it was. You know, it's going to be like hitting the pause button and then taking the pause button off again when it's rebuilt again.
Well, we're hoping sooner than later, but of course, because of COVID, we can't say that we're going to build tomorrow. Of course, it's not possible, right?
No.
So right now, we're reaching out to the community. Tomorrow, 4:30, we're going to announce this awesome fundraiser launch. We're hoping, really, we're reaching out to the community because of COVID and because we need some more funds.
We need some money. So
we need your money.
You know, without giving too much away, yes, you know, set aside a few bucks. And again, Jamie and I, we're going to be there tomorrow to help this launch. And again, we're so excited for what you have planned. It's like I'm frothing at the bit. You just want to talk about it now, but we can't.
Yeah, that's right.
The secrecy. We can't talk about it yet.
Nope.
I have a question for Patrick. So, you know, there not a lot of good things happen when a building burns down. Obviously, that's a very negative thing. I guess if you could take away one small positive from it, is that you do get an opportunity to look at what the new building can offer, and you know, learn from things, make some adjustments. How does that work? So say, like, have you had requests from the community, say, like, we would like a portion of the building to be devoted to these types of activities, or is that a decision all made by the board? Because I assume a lot of folks would like to submit their interests, what they would be of the new building. Oh, and I think
so for me, I'm pretty new. I just joined the board this year. However, I grew up with La Ronde, so my family was involved. I've been there my entire life. For sure, for a lot of people, La Mise is definitely a very, very big part of La Ronde, and most people from La Ronde, if you speak to them, they will have a memory from La Mise. But you do have all of the you know, the paint courses, and now with our partnership with MKDA, you know, the dance program really evolved this year, and we're looking at giving them a very very nice space. Yeah, for sure. There for sure was some input. Lisa could probably say a bit more to that. But yeah, for sure, everybody wants to have a piece of their own, and we all want to make it grow. And we have a vision. We know where we want it to be. So
I'm just going to add to that. There was a meeting before I started. I started actually June 4th. I'm going to be there for 3 years. So, but before I was there was a committee that there was the Senate, and then there was also the board of directors, and then our theater group. We have Les Maringouins du Nord, so we have a French theater group. They're amazing. We had Dansons La Ronde there. We had our bingo manager there. We also have a bingo twice a week, which was running until the lockdown. We also have our daycares. We have, our net community, notre programmation communautaire. So we do have painting classes, and we have yoga classes, meditation classes, aerobic classes. So all of those people in the different committees, Le Bel Âge is really huge. The Bel Âge are so important to La Ronde. There's a committee, and they get together and they play cards, and they have an event, and they make dances, and we bring in shows for them. They're such a special group of people. So they had everybody kind of gave in their ideas, what they think that a centre would look like with JL Richards, and JL Richards came up with a plan. And of course there's modifications, and of course we want it bigger because we wanted more space, but of course everything it's not as big as the old Centre culturel La Ronde, but it's definitely going to be home.
Yeah, that's tremendous. And you can see the outpouring from the community right now. Like, everyone has special memories of the building and being involved. And it's just, you can feel, once again, like, say, when you drive by there every day, you can feel it. And now I believe we're going on to year 6, correct? 2015. We lost the building, but it's not an easy task to rebuild. It's not an easy task, especially to rebuild in the world we've been living the last 14 months. So I know there's an announcement tomorrow on how the community can get involved in a fun way, but is there anywhere else the community is able to get involved and help support the new building?
There's always support. Right now, we're just looking to rebuild this building for the French community and Timmins. I always say it's a home for the French community, but we want to share our culture. We're also going to have conference halls, so that it's going to build the economy. We'll be able to hire in some caterers, so we'll be able to be job creation, So people could all go on our website as well. There's a tab there that says construction. You could kind of see the whole webpage, and then there's a little tab that says donations. Mm-hmm. So if they want to, any little bit helps. I have one member that sends, at $20 a month, she sent, and she just sends it, and it's amazing because, it's out there. And if anybody wants to become a La Ronde member, our membership drive is going to be starting in August. So it's $50 for the year, and you get benefits. So we have free swimming for members. We have discounts on local businesses. You get a discount in our daycares, before and after daycare programs, which is awesome. Le Relais, we have 10 relais at 5 different schools. And we also have Été Soleil that's coming up. We're hoping we can open. We have all of our staff lined up, and we have an awesome programming this year of Été Soleil. We're going to be bringing in, climb and fun. We're going to have some foam parties. We're going to hopefully be able to go to the farms, and we're going to be able to go to splash pads. And our animators, our monitrices, is it animators or our camp counselors, I guess. Okay. There's a few that came back, but they've been working at our relais, and they're amazing, young, full of energy. So there's definitely a lot of advantages of becoming a member.
Yes. Well, Mark, that's a commitment. You mark that down. because
we've got a lot of commitments, but yes,
Yes.
Another commitment to our list of commitments. We'll definitely be jumping into something when that building is built, and it's just so great to see the building, coming back together. As Lori was posting one of her comments stating, it's nice to see that it's going back at the original spot, and probably a sigh of relief for everybody because everybody's all dispersed, including yourself. You guys are over, at the school right now, and the old school.
Yes, we're at.
It'd be nice to have everybody in close quarters again once this is built. So definitely, it's great to see progress from a bad into a positive. And again, from if things were a little tight in some spots, it's nice to say, okay, well, now that we're starting from scratch, let's make things a little bit bigger. Let's tweak and nip and tuck here and add some things that weren't in the old building that are now going to be in the new building. So, it's definitely a positive from a negative from this situation.
It's definitely going to take a lot of la gestion, because there is the activities I want to do in there. I'm just so excited. To everything for kids and adults, and even to tapas nights, and a salsa night. Melissa Kelly, she knows how to dance salsa. We're gonna have some salsa, and have maybe a theme like food night with a salsa dancer. It's just the programming is, and we're very lucky because my mandate is to organize French cultural activities. So we do get funding as well to bring in French bands, and but French bands, they're bilingual as well. So they can be French, they sing half French and then half Spanish, so it's or half 75% French and then the other 25% in English, or so I'm very, very excited. It's we're just hoping that this fundraiser goes super, super well.
I think it will, and when people catch what we're doing like tomorrow, and it's going to be absolutely amazing to I'm gonna put it out there right now, saying that everybody's gonna be jumping on board with this. It's gonna be great.
Okay, good.
How important was it? Obviously, to use the current location was the most sensible because you were already there. But did you ever give a consideration to moving locations, or that spot is always going to be the La Ronde spot?
Did you want to answer that one, Pat? I feel like I've been talking a lot.
Well, it is important for us to be in that spot because people who know La Ronde as being there. We don't want to take that away from thing, and it was a very important building in a community, and when it burnt, now we're bringing life also to the area of town. To have a big empty lot right on a very popular street and very busy corner, it's not really good for anybody. And for us to be able to have our nice, new, beautiful building there, I think it's.
No, I agree. I mean, to me, he might have cut out there, but I agree, Kevin. Like, you're right. Like that's the La Ronde spot. That's where everyone come to knowing it to be. And it's a big part of the center of Timmins. So to me, Lisa can answer that too. To me, that would be the only choice to build a new building.
Well, when you think about it, you're right in downtown. When there are big events, musical, let's say Celeste Levy concert or Rock Voisine, you get the French great. In Timmins, you've got you got the Senator across the street. You've got the Holiday Inn right there. You're right smack dab in a prime location. So it's almost 100% great to keep the position and the location where it's at, which is right at that corner, which is ideal for anybody traveling into come into these events.
It's definitely a great location. I always say this. I've said it a few times. Algonquin is the main artery, and then right in the middle, it's one of the main intersections. You got the heart right there. So, we're the heart. We're missing the heart right now of the French the French community. So we miss it.
Absolutely. Okay, I have another eye candy
Yeah, Rock Voisin. Did you know that he wanted to be a
Yes.
ball player at one point in his life? He wanted to be a professional baseball player, and look what happened to him.
Okay, so I have a question for Patrick and Lisa. I assume I'm making an assumption you guys are both Habs fans.
Absolutely.
Okay, Kinsman up there is a Leaf fan. Do you have anything to say to him? Let him have it good.
I'm not going to push the envelope too much, but
No,
they picked last night, and I think they got tonight.
it's a good series. You know what? Whoever wins, it's a good series.
It has been, yeah.
Obviously, I want to see my Leafs move on, but it is a good rivalry. So, and there's Anne Morehead. She's cheering for the Habs.
But to be able to watch a Habs game at La Ronde, I don't know. It'll be a tough one to beat for me.
That's right.
Yeah, we're definitely,
It would be even better.
There's Kim from the Surge. We know what the game would be tuned to at the Surge. It'd be all Habs right across the board there tonight. Janice says, "Hey, no picking on the Leaf fans, Jamie."
Yeah, I'm a Senators fan, so I got nothing to talk about. So any team that can eliminate the Leafs is a good team for me.
I'm actually a Leafs fan.
No, are you really?
But yeah, the only reason is because my grandfather was a Montreal fan, and I would just bug him. So it's just, I honestly, I'm not that much of a hockey. I like hockey, but I just do it for the rivalry with my Pit Bear.
Okay, well
Anybody who comes out of that series, Montreal or the Leafs, they now have to play Winnipeg. I think Winnipeg's going to be a tough opponent in the next round for whoever makes it past the Leafs and the Habs. Hopefully, it's the Leafs, but again, we've stumbled against Winnipeg, especially in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, let's go Habs, go! So if folks in the community want to stay up to date. How the new building progresses and everything, La Ronde, is it the Facebook page, the go-to page?
Yes. Well, we'll have another Facebook page, but I was just gonna say it.
Yeah.
That's gonna be revealed tomorrow. Okay. So we will have another Facebook page, but we do have a La Ronde Facebook page, and we have actually 4 other Facebook pages. We have a bingo Facebook page, a La Ronde. We have Le Relais et Été Soleil, which is our before and after daycare program, and then we're going to have another one tomorrow.
Oh yeah, exciting! So another big announcement coming tomorrow. La Ronde has so many. They have so many. They're working harder than us kids, but they have big announcements all the time.
Working pretty hard. Well, we're working hard and trying to help each other together. And they've got the big news. We're going to help unveil this big news and. Hopefully the city will respond, and I think this will resonate. Again, I'm a horse frothing at the bit here. You just want to say it, but tomorrow 4:30. Make sure you're tuned to a KINZ and KLOMP live Facebook page, La Ronde's Facebook page. It's going to be quite the announcement.
Yeah,
yes.
That's right. And once again, to me, the big important thing is, we give our hats off and thank you to Lisa and Patrick and the La Ronde team, and the board of directors and the volunteers, because it's a big loss to this community in 2015. And sure, you can transfer, you can do things in other buildings, but it's not your home. And the French culture is so important in this community, and it's not an easy task to put a new building together. This is years and years of dedicated work, and you folks are doing it. And we just want it to open and more. Yes, the pub, but more, other things too. Kinsman just wants the pub. Me, I want the
L'Hermise. No, but here's the thing: before it burned down, my little guys, my oldest. Was he and his sisters, took part in the relay over there. So they've taken part in the daycare services that La Ronde has to offer up until it burnt down. So it's great to have that facility back again.
Yeah.
It looks like Mark wants to spill the beans. Okay, don't do it, Kinsman.
I'm not going to spill the beans. No,
you're a professional.
I wouldn't be too happy.
No. 4:30 tomorrow. We can spill everything, right?
Yes.
That's what we'll do.
Perfect.
All right. Well, Lisa and Patrick, you guys are amazing. I'm sorry Mark embarrassed you with his French, but he'll get better. I'll stay on top of him.
Yeah.
It's always
Je m'appelle Marc.
it's always a pleasure. You guys are awesome, and I just appreciate the time that you've given. You know, I've worked with you guys before with Le Bonhomme Carnaval, Jamie's best friend.
Yeah.
Who's put in the freezer right now. But honestly, I appreciate you guys, and I appreciate the Timmins community, la communauté de Timmins. Vraiment, là, il y a eu beaucoup de travail, puis on peut pas laisser cette COVID ne pas nous laisser bâtir ce building, cet édifice. We can't let the COVID, because of the price, not let us build this building.
We're going to get this building built.
Yes.
Great. That's awesome. Well, congratulations. We will see you tomorrow, and thanks for your time, and go Habs go for you, Patrick.
Go Leafs go for Lisa. There we go.
Oh no. All right. Thanks so much, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, merci. Bonne soirée.
Merci. Au revoir.
Au revoir.
See you demain. There.
À demain.
I'm getting a little bit better.
Okay, bye.
See ya.
You the kids did. Okay.
Adios.
Well,
No, that's Spanish, isn't it? All right.
that is not right. But you can imagine, like, you lose a building, and it's not like a television show where the new building is like a Trump Tower built in a year, right? They're like, this is a lot of work and planning, and approvals, and 6 years in, they're still working on it. It takes a long time, but you want to do it right. And I love that team over there. They got so many awesome activities all the time.
Always have something cool. And again, talking about the Winter Carnival, your buddy Bonhomme Carnival will have a bigger freezer, I'm guessing, at the new location. So
that's right. You never forget that Bonhomme's my best friend, KINZ.
Right.
You'll never take that from me.
That's right. But I beat you guys in sledding. Right?
Yeah,
you can take that title. I beat Bonhomme and you in that sledding race back in the chillier months.
Yes. Okay. So a couple locals. So Terry, this is good time. Terry Lemaire. By the way.
Yes, it is good time. Terry Lemaire has booked his next fight. Thumbs up to Terry. We're big fans of him. Terry is going to take on Jeremy Pender June 26th in Dayton, Ohio at the Dayton Convention Center. And it's going to be the bantamweight title fight. Yeah. And I feel that Terry can bring this bantam title back to Canada. Wouldn't that be something? So June 26th, he's in. If you follow him on Facebook, he's in a very heavy training regimen. I saw his post where he was running Gillies Lake a lap in like 3.5, 4 minutes. That's the training, the intense training this guy is doing right now.
Yeah. So it's not if, he will. Terry,
he will bring it back. I have faith that he will put the guillotine on Pender. Pender's probably shaking in his boots right now, knowing that he's got to put up a fight against Terry.
So let me tell you. So Terry is training with Matt Poulin over there at TMAC.
Yes.
And so, yes, it's very intense as you get ready for a fight June the 26th. We were really hoping to host one of his fights at the Surge. But listen, if we can't this time, we will next time. We support Terry. I think we'll see him in the UFC at some point. He's going to bring home the championship. And stay tuned, because after his fight, we got something planned with Terry. So let's just say he might meet his fiercest competition yet, Kinsman. It won't be this fight. And maybe,
Putting the guillotine. Let's put the question out there: who would win, you against Terry and his guillotine? I'm putting $1 million down on Terry on that.
What type of business partner are you? I can run. Maybe I can run.
Right?
He's fast, dude.
I'm just gonna say Terry's got the upper edge there. Have you seen the size of his thighs? Do you see his lap time of Gillies Lake? He posted the time, and if you break it down, he was doing like 3.5 minute laps. 2.5 kilometers in 3 minutes. Like the guy runs like a cheetah. Amazing shape that man's in. And again, he'll bring the title back. So kudos to Terry. Kim says, let's hope that will happen. Yes, it will happen, Kim.
Hold on, Kinsman. This is a beautiful new grandbaby in Kim's family, and already has the Habs hat. Now that's a dedicated family right there.
That's a dedicated Habs fan right there from day one.
Congratulations to their whole family.
Congratulations, Kim. Good family, amazing.
Just a great family, right? We absolutely love them. So, and yes, we can't wait to get back to the surge. So no tipping fees. So listen, I knew you were going to tell me a lame joke with this. You want to say it? Is that your phone ringing during the show, Kinsman?
Is that mine? I don't know what's going on there.
Who's calling you during showtime? Okay, listen, I know you have a bad joke plan. Is that you?
Is it still going? It says incoming call. It says from Mike Blick, like one of the biggest Timmins Rock fans out there.
Yeah, he is a big
Mike. We're in the middle of a show right now. Well,
yeah.
We'll call you after.
Yeah, he's a huge. I love Mike. He's always supporting them. Very loyal.
Yeah.
But you had a joke line, so let's hear it. What's this?
The no tipping fees? Yeah, that wasn't a joke, right? So does this mean that you can go and have impeccable service and not tip? No, it's not the tipping fee that we're talking about, right? It's the tipping fees at the dump. They've been waived this week, today through Sunday, 8 a.m. to 5:45, and then on the weekends, 8 a.m. to 3:45. And they've also put a bin at the German Township landfill as of last weekend. So if you need to use that one, up in the Connaught area, you're able to get rid of your clutter. But again, no tipping fees till Sunday. So that's okay.
You see how hard it is to tell jokes now? Now you're going to criticize me?
I can't criticize you anymore, right?
Yeah, I'm going to put that on the record, kids. Don't give me a hard time about my bad jokes.
No, you're going to break all these are going to come back and pay me a visit at the first variety show that we're at the Surge.
Okay, so you and I are in on this TADH 50-50 draw. We split her down the middle. We're also in the Timmins Humane Society draw. Any draws I want to go in. So if you see one, I'm in.
Pass it along. And of course, a chance to win, a couple $1,000s. I'm always there. We went what, the $40 route? So 200 chances for $40. That's your best bet right there.
My dad used to say, I used to ask my dad, I still do, are you going to buy a 649 ticket? And he's like, it's only at 5 million. So I'm going to wait. Well, 5 million is just not enough to squeeze on by, or like, what is this? It's only 5 million. And like, it's crazy talk, right?
It is, because I drove by the sign. That's why I wanted to talk about this tonight. The sign right now, we're on the 25th, 2 days. You've got to the 27th at midnight. That's the deadline. The draw is over $206,000. And keep in mind, that's the half. If the draw were today, someone would win $206,000 and change in their pocket, and $206,000 goes to the TADH Foundation. It's already split. So I've said this from day one of this month that the draw will surpass $300,000 by Thursday night.
Jamie's bad jokes are rubbing off on Mark.
They're rubbing off on me right now. That's right.
Do you like my green screen tonight?
Yes.
Move over.
La Ronde, supporting the La Ronde colors.
I go like this. What do you think?
I like that. Yeah, that looks pretty sharp there.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, so how do I buy tickets? Well,
yes. For the 50-50, yes, it is province-wide, so you can buy a ticket at Timmins District 5050.ca, Christine, is how you get a ticket. And, of course, you go to that site. It'll give you I think you buy one ticket for $5. There's $10 tickets. And, of course, $20 for, I think, 60 chances. And then $40 for 200 chances.
I think you get more than one for $5, but
is it? Anyhow, it
is a package. Okay, so
that's the lowest denomination. I'm
going to talk about this one, Kinsman.
Okay,
all right. You were gonna take this one from me, weren't you?
I wasn't going to steal your thunder. What's going on with 90s trivia?
I don't know if I want to do it now. No, I'm just joking. Okay, so this Thursday, which is 2 days from now, is our next trivia night. I believe we have 19 prizes from local businesses, and we're doing 90s trivia. So if you think you know your 90s, or even if you don't, come and join us. It's free to play. We're going to ask a question. You comment with your answers. Even if you don't get anything right, you still get drawn into a draw for the prizes. If you do get some right and you happen to be in the top 5, you get extra ballots in the box. But if you answer everything wrong, as long as you answer, you have a chance to get into the draw. And it's 19 prizes from local businesses. They always step up on these trivia nights, these businesses.
They sure do. Last count, we're well over the $1,000 mark. So some great prizes again from local businesses wanting you to, come into their store. Obviously, with COVID in mind, it's nice to see these prizes be shelled out, and then you're going to go in and shop locally, and everybody wins. And again, 90s trivia. Some of the questions even threw me back. It's hard to believe that the 1990s were like 20 years ago, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Crazy.
My kids.
One of the questions, I actually had to do a double take on it, and I'm like, that can't be right, but it is 1990s. It's amazing. So we're going to take it back in time.
My kids call Guns N' Roses and Bon Jovi and Poison classic rock.
Yeah.
Is it classic rock now or what?
Well, what's funny though, there is a question based on classic rock in the trivia list for the lineup, and you'll be blown. I was blown away with the answer, and you'll be blown away. I'll be surprised if anybody gets the answer on Thursday night. That's one of the tough ones. I made them tough. They're 20 toughest 90s questions out there. So you really need to put on your 90s thinking cap.
I don't know. Some of these questions. So how it works, if people want to know behind the scenes, Kinsman puts together the questions and the answers. Then I create the banners for the show, and then I have the tough job here because I got to record all the responses. And on a given trivia night, we have like over 2,000 responses. So you do the work up front, and then you give me the grunt work at the end.
I give you the grunt work, but no, we'll share the grunt work on Thursday night. There, I'll be able to help you out with the comments on this side.
All right, Kinsman. I can always count on you. That's it tonight, man. I'm going to let you go and watch the hockey game.
That's right. Hey,
and we have a big day tomorrow. So we are with the La Ronde team at 4:30. Looking forward to that.
Yes.
And I'm really excited for what they're going to reveal. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be a lot of fun. And again, it all goes into the shovels going into the ground for the new space for the La Ronde. And I can't wait to see what they unveil, which will be unveiled again on our KINZ and KLOMP live Facebook page and on the La Ronde Facebook page. We're taking over their feed tomorrow, so look for the big news there.
All right, you go read, get that French. Is it Rosetta Stone? Is that the program? You can crash tonight.
Well, I'm using Google Translate.
Yeah, you can get a crash course tonight.
I need a big crash course on that, right?
Yeah. All right. What's your prediction?
I can say excellent. What is that? Formidable. What's that? Fabulous.
Can't wait to see you too, Kim. Have a great night.
Yeah, thanks so much, Kim. We love the surge. Joanne, good night once again. Love your show. Thank you so much, Joanne Savard.
Yeah.
We love everybody who tunes into this show. And again, we can't do it without our big sponsors. Christine saying, have a great night, guys. Thank you. Jamie, go Leafs, go. Lori rubbing it in.
Yeah, that's right. So, and yes, the hockey game has just started. I know, Kinsman. That's probably, first of all, don't forget to call Mike back. Mike and then you call Mike back, and then just go watch it. I say the series gets tied tonight.
You think it's going to be tied? Well, you know what? There's nothing better in sport than a Game 7. It's nice to see teams get to the Game 7. Like if you look at the Winnipeg series, yes, they knocked off the Oilers, but 3 of those games, 3 in a row, went to overtime. So it could have went anyway. It's exciting time of time of the season to watch hockey, and yeah, it's nice to see the playoffs. Back, we never thought we'd have the playoffs with COVID, but it's nice to see that they're, the North, people knocking. Yeah, the Leafs are doing well because they only played the Canadian side, but it's the same for the South. All the U.S. teams all had to play the same U.S. teams for the same amount of time, right? So when they get to the Stanley Cup final, it's going to be Canada versus the U.S. I'm kind of excited to see that happen.
That's right. Well, if you're a Sens fan, the playoffs have never returned. Thank you so much, Barb.
You guys all went downhill when they changed it to the Canadian Tire Center. When you can bring Canadian Tire money into a hockey game and buy your beer with it, that there's something wrong there.
That'd be great if that was true,
right?
Joanne, she's not mad at you no more, Kinsman, so that is good. And more Leaf comments. Oh my God.
Yeah, there's Christine. She's we GTA. Residents stick together. She's from Oshawa. I'm originally from Ajax, so we all grew up cheering for the Leafs. That's who you cheered for down there, and that's who I still cheer for. The show is the best from Lori. Yes, it is.
Yes,
Thumbs
thank
up to
you, Lori. Yeah, we really appreciate big time support of our show, Lori.
Yeah, huge.
A good show. All right, Kinsman. So are you going to say, here's your last chance to redeem yourself because we're on the La Ronde feed tonight. Are you going to say good night from KINZ and KLOMP to our French community, folks?
What? Can I write that down? Do I have time to put it into Google Translate? What did I say? Bonsoir? Bonsoir?
Bonsoir, is that what they say?
Good night. Au revoir.
Au revoir is goodbye, yes.
See you demain at 4h30. Am I close? 4:30? That's got to be close, right?
There you go, Bodie.
Bon nuit. There we go. Joanne's helping me out. Bonsoir. Yes, I'll say that. So good night. Bonsoir. Au revoir. We'll see you tomorrow, 4:30 from the La Ronde, the new building.
You embarrassed me again.